born Winifred, known to so very many as Winnie. To me, she had one name, Nana. Hi, I'm James Paranto, and I'm coming to you from the family room in my house in California. My wife is expecting her third child any day now, maybe even before you see this video. So you might be surprised to hear how Nana helped me get here to this house. But first, I would like to read to you something that I wrote on the day that she passed. Nana slipped quietly into God's presence today with the defiant fortitude that was the hallmark of her life. I grew up hearing stories of what she was like, never really witnessing many of her greatest acts. To me, Nana was a very normal, average grandmother. She made meals on Sundays for the family. She had dessert ready for me when I came over to her house. And she participated in many events at the Fairborn United Methodist Church. Papa had stopped drinking many years before I ever came along, so I never saw her throw an entire pot of coffee at him. I didn't get to witness the frying pan hurtled across the room when he explained just exactly how he wanted his bacon cooked. I was so young when Papa had his heart attack that I didn't really see just how she kept her household churning forward as the love of your life lay in a hospital near death. And it wasn't until many years later that I learned exactly how she kept taking care of Papa as he showed the earliest signs of dementia. Nana was making sure that Papa was able to live out as normal a life as possible as his faculties slowly degraded. The last time I saw Nana in 2014, she didn't recognize me. My wife Maria was expecting our son Jackson, and I showed her pictures from the ultrasound. It broke my heart then, knowing that this was the closest she would ever come to meeting her great-grandson while on this earth. Nana showed the loving, doting interest any grandmother would, and told me that she was pleased. Her inner strength seemed so hard to find throughout all that kindness, but was doubtlessly present. So how does this room represent my relationship with my Nana? As they prepared to move into the retirement village where they would spend the rest of their lives, Nana and Papa each gave my sister and I a certificate of deposit at Fifth Third Bank in Fairborn. It was a modest sum designed to grow slowly over time as we all got older, and I had the explicit instruction not to withdraw the money until after my grandparents died. Maybe a little bit of my Nana's defiance lives in me too, because in 1999, as I prepared to go to full-time pilot training, I withdrew that money and used it toward my school and living expenses. Today, I'm a first officer on the Boeing 777 for Cathay Pacific Airways in Hong Kong, and am based and live in California. And there is no doubt in my mind that without those funds being available when they were, I would not have been able to be here in this room today. So maybe that CD didn't grow anymore, but the gift has gone on to continue blessing me still to this day. When Nana recently told the staff at Bethany Lutheran Village that she was not going to eat anymore and that she was preparing to die, I saw the old Nana come out. This was a woman who never backed down from a fight, no matter how kind and loving she was. The tremendous strength she showed living through the Great Depression, World War II, raising two kids, caring for a husband as his health eventually failed, made one last display. Nana defiantly announced her passing. Many of us knew that this was coming. Nana was not young. She didn't die tragically. We were not surprised. But what hurts so much is that I didn't get to be close to her in these last years. I miss her already, and I have for some time. But there is reason for hope. As Christians, we know that one day we will be together again in the presence of the King. we will dine together like a wedding feast and bask in the glory of his love. Rest in peace, Nanna, until we meet again. I love you.